Hello all, Dave DePaul from Maximus Internet Marketing. This is Web Wednesday. You may notice that there's a TV on behind me. I am watching something live right now, which is a tech hearing that's going on in Congress. This is going on by video, and Facebook, Google, and Twitter are all on there being questioned about their censorship tactics, which are all fairly new for the most part, or at least as extreme as they are now. And they're being questioned about this. They're being questioned about how they go about this, and they're also being questioned, their political affiliation, how this gets, perhaps, skewed to one side or another, how their employees are skewed to one side or another, how things are being, let out to the public, how they're deeming something dangerous, how they're deeming something to be false or inaccurate, and how they're making that decision. And I've made a lot of posts in the past talking about how a lot of people do get their news from social media. How much power they have because of that. How people get their basic information from social media, and how important that is. This has been an ongoing thing. This isn't the first time that they've been questioned by Congress, but it's happening right now, and it's probably not something that you're going to see highlighted on Facebook or Twitter or Google by them, because believe me, they don't want to be there. They don't want to be answering these questions. They don't want to be on the hot seat, and they are. And and when I say this, I'm not saying it because it's fair to one side or the other, and depending on what political side you're on, you may either condone this because you're saying, hey, whatever, that's my side, or on the other side, you're really pissed off because you feel like your side's not getting the proper exposure. I'm here to say, I don't care what goddamn side it is, it's wrong. When you start censoring people, and you might be on the right side of it now, but 2 years from now, 3 years from now, whenever it is, 6 months tomorrow, you might not be on the right side of that. It might not be something that you agree with. And now all of a sudden, that's being censored. You're being censored. You're not seeing the things that you should see. And they're deciding that through their own process. And, they need to be held accountable for that. And that's, in my opinion, what's happening right now. Take politics out of it completely and just think about censorship when it comes to free press. That's free press is part of our Constitution. And I hate to get too political here, but just think about that. So just remember, you might be on the right side of it right now, but that's not to say you're going to be on the right side of it tomorrow. So they are being questioned. This is happening right now, and we're going to see what happens from it. We're going to see if things change. We're going to see how this all transpires. And it leads me to another part. They've flip-flopped quite a lot in the last month of how they were going to do this, and both Google and Facebook are now saying that they're doing away with political ads altogether, and I think that's total bullcrap. If they say that now, let's see a couple years if they're letting political ads go through. I don't think that they're going to stop doing it altogether. That's just my opinion. But they've gone back and forth about this. So first they said it was going to stop after the last debate. Then they said it was going to stop up until after the election, and now they're just saying it's going to be indefinite. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't believe it. I don't see them turning away from that kind of money and that kind of influence. That's just my opinion. But one thing's for sure, they do have a lot of influence. They do have a lot of power, and they are determining the information that you see or don't see per their own policies and their own guidelines. Now, look, you don't have to go on their site. You don't have to go on Facebook, Twitter, or Google. You have that right to not go on any one of them. You could boycott them. Now you could do whatever the hell you want. And hey, that could be their argument. If you don't like our stuff, don't come on it. That's fine. That would be up to them. But I do think that when you have that type of power, when the world Google's in the Webster's dictionary to Google something, when people are on there every day and you have that kind of traffic and that kind of, amount of people that go to your site, I do think that there's a certain level of integrity that should be involved with that, and with that power. That's just my opinion. But one thing's for sure, this is happening right now. You should be interested in it. You should be concerned about it, because this stuff that they're censoring, this information that you're seeing or not seeing, it's on platforms that the majority of us use every single day. And one way or another, that's a lot of power for a company to have. And just remember, how far does this go? When do they stop? When all of a sudden do the information that you're seeing, you don't even realize that you're only seeing what they want you to see? At what point then, what's real and what's fake if you're only seeing one side of things, or what they want you to see, or what they want you to believe? So think about that. Check it out. Go on. I think it's on C-SPAN. It's on. It's being streamed in a lot of places. Check it out. Watch it. Hear what they have to say. See if you think that seems fair as a whole. And again, take political sides out of it. Take all that out of the equation. And how do you feel about censorship when it comes to, information and how that comes to you? So check it out. Dave DePaul, Maximus Internet Marketing. This is Web Wednesday. I'll see you guys next week.